Alright, boys, you already know what time it is. It's time for clan tier list. I've been seeing a lot of these going around, and I think that the idea is great. It's just that I didn't want to make my own yet, because, like, I just waited for, like, a good week where not a lot of things were going to be added. It was just going to be more of a, like, more of a, what's it called? More of, like, a game mode and stuff like that update rather than a Genkai update and all that. So we're just going to go through all these Genkais. I'm going to be talking about them and everything. I'm just going to be giving you my opinion like I always do, so let's just get right into that. Alright, so first up we got our boy Black Lightning. Black Lightning, originally I would have put it at S tier, but with all the buffs and all the nerfs that it got, like the cooldowns kind of make it go crazy. And then like the fact that the last move has a 30-second cooldown and everything, and then like the second move doesn't even stun that well, I think that it doesn't deserve to be S tier anymore. I think it's fine as an A tier. It's still definitely a good Genkai, but I wouldn't put it higher than A tier. Next we have Boyle. I don't even need to talk about Boyle. Actually, I'll put Boyle at C. Boyle is a good Genkai in the aspect that like it has a move which helps you escape. It has the breath, which is kind of like decent, but the fact that it's in the global cooldown kind of makes it wonky. And then we have the third move, which is like kind of like the Subjutsu Fog Dissolution, if you know what I'm talking about, but it's still good enough and all that. So it's still like a concrete Genkai, but I wouldn't say it's higher than a C. It's probably like a low C and almost high D, but I'll just put it at low C for now. Byakugan with the new. If you see my Byakugan video, this is just S. I won't put it at double S because only like 2 Genkais fit that double S at the moment, but that's that. Like Byakugan has so much reach now, and then like the third mode is actually useful, so the stats actually and the stat buff. It has bustier stats than stage 5 Sharingan, which is low-key busted at stage 3, but we don't talk about that. Next we have Clay. Clay honestly is S tier. It's like mid S to like low S in my opinion, because like Clay is good and all, but Paper low-key outshines it in many aspects. Because like Paper, like the birds for Paper are a little bit better and does a little bit more damage. The stun on Paper is way better. The only thing that I would say that I think that even the third move for Paper is low-key better than the third move for Clay, in my opinion. Because like the third Clay move, it might be instant cast, but like you can easily see it coming if you're smart and you have good reaction time. Like, but if the Paper hits you, you can't do anything. You're already stunned. As long as like it doesn't even need to touch you. As long as you're in the radius, you're gonna get caught. Crystal is D. Nah, Crystal is E. Yeah, Crystal is E. Like, what's it called? Actually, no. Crystal is D. I don't think it's E. The first move, which is the Crystal Pillars, those are hella hard to hit, so it's not even worth using. The second move has like a short stun. The third move is good because like it can stun people as long as they walk in it, but like, and it has decent damage, but it's just not that great for combat overall, in my opinion. Ooh, we have Dust right here. Yeah, we have Dust. Dust I'm gonna put it at B. Only reason I'm putting it at B and not higher is that even though that like it had one move that low-key shreds health if you hit it properly, and with lag it just gets better. It's just that like the 2 moves are low-key ass. Like the other 2 moves, like the first move, like the atomic array, I think it's called, it's literally busted. I couldn't ask for anything else expecting from Dust. The third move, there's way better stun, so it's not even useful. The second move literally makes you, if you don't stun the person first, then use the second move, and like the damage isn't even that great. It's just, even though it's like a nice Genkai, it's just not even top tier. Like I remember in Shinobi Life 1, Dust was just busted, bro. Dust was just busted, but here it's just like, it's alright, it's like mediocre. I believe that this is Explosion. Explosion is a C. Explosion has a move that allows you to run away, and it has way better tracking than the C, so it's like the high C, maybe low B, but not exactly. It's just like, and then like the third move, which is just like kind of like the Shibuki sword, except that it's around you instead of a straight line forward, kind of makes it busted too. So definitely deserves a C rank there. Then we have Gold Dust. Gold Dust is easily, actually I'm gonna put Gold Dust at C. Well, nah, I'm gonna put it at, let me not cap. The only reason I was thinking about putting it at B is like the first move's low-key useless, but then I thought about it. It has literally a mud type. Like if you know how mud works, like the stun works, like if you get hit, it literally puts you to the floor and stuns you there. So that there's a stun after that one Gold Sand Tsunami. And then you have just the Gold Dust, what's it called, Storm, which pretty much stuns the person in place and makes them slower. So it's just busted in my opinion. Hoshigaki is definitely A tier. There's like, it's high A and maybe low S, but for now I'm gonna put it at A. Like Hoshigaki is just a concrete, very concrete. It literally has one of the best stunning moves in game, so like I don't really think a lot can come to it. Compared to it when it comes to stun, except maybe Senju would. If the, what's it called, this is Flower Blossom, I think it's called, is used properly. Next we have Ice. Ice is actually pretty good now. Like the stuns are nice, like the damage is good. It's definitely B tier. I don't really use Ice like that, so I'm not gonna talk much about it. So I'll put it at B for now. Oh, Inuzuka is definitely A. Well, it's low S. I'll put it at S for now. Only reason I was thinking about putting it as A is like, even though, what's it called, it has iframes and all that, it's just, it has a chance of pushing you under the map, which isn't really a nice feeling and all that. I guess you can get out of it by using another Inuzuka move, but if where you're using it doesn't exactly have like a floor under it, then you're just kind of, you're gonna void yourself and you kind of lost if you're doing a 1v1 because it is your fault for using it. But like all its moves are nice. The first move does a lot of damage. I don't know why it's not the third move considering the damage that it does. Like, and then the second and third move, even like the C move, all of them are good moves and they can be followed up by one another. The only thing that it has is that delay after, so you can't exactly combo right after doing it. But that's that. Iron Sand, S, no comment. Like Iron Sand, as much as I want to, you know, lie to y'all and say Iron Sand's not busted, it's just disgusting. Like, it has 3 moves and then a mode, which is the Iron Sand has. Yeah, it used to be more OP with like the entirety of the mode, just the Iron Hands being a move instead of like a mode. But if you think about it, like, it can low-key infinite stun you if you use it properly, and then you have the Iron Sand floor. It's just a busted Genkai overall. Not much you can do, in my opinion. Itachi Mangekyo, double S, no question about that. Itachi Mangekyo is probably the best Genkai out right now, in my opinion, and it still is. Like, there's not really much that can really compete with it in terms of moves. Like, a skilled Itachi player could just wipe the floor. Like, a skilled, if we're talking about same skill level, an Itachi player would win. And, like, literally the auto dodge, like, because, like, I remember talking about it, like, even though, like, the Sharingan auto dodge is a little bit better, but the thing about Itachi's thing is that if you literally use it in the air, they can't exactly, like, predict it. So, like, you're just, what are they gonna do? Like, hit the air? Like, so that's that. Joshin is literally S tier. No question about it either. It's a really nice Genkai. It does the damage, and it low-key infinite stun, so it's definitely S tier. Not really SS tier, considering, like, you know, there are ways you can, you know, block it and do all that. But that's just my opinion. Next we have Kaguya. I'm gonna put it at B for now. It's not a bad Genkai. It's definitely A tier in many aspects. Well, no, it's A tier, yeah. No, I cannot compete with Black Lightning or Hoshigaki. to be fair. The only thing I would say is really true that's truly busted about Kaguya is the whip. Since like Kaguya's whip literally has one of the nicest auto tracking I've ever seen. Way too nice. It's low-key busted in many aspects, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But that's really it. Kaguya only has like the whip going for it to even get like any of its good combos to go. Even like once you get into the mode, you have that, you know, the Q spec that Kimimaru uses. Like you need to go into your mode to even be able to use it. So it's not even that good. So yeah. Kamizuru with all the new buffs it's gotten is definitely A tier. Like bro, it could low-key be S tier if like the B didn't. Well, no, it's low-key low S in my opinion, because like once you go into the mode and then like you hit even one of your things or they're stunned prior, they're gone. Their health's gone. I literally hit 40k. Like each one of those things, not only do they stun you, but I was able to do 40k with each of them. Easy A. Shinobi, I ain't even gonna cap with you. I low-key want to put it B tier, but it's A. Shinobi is good and all, but like the thing that people realize when it comes to like the Genji suit, any of the Sharingans are better. What's it called? The first moves are alright. It's low-key, like you can easily see it coming and block it. And even while you're in the blood burst, you can easily like, you know, attack by doing an M1. The Genjutsu doesn't even stun you. It just makes you go forward and attack the person close. So it doesn't even like have that stun effect. So if you're not careful in how you do your combo, the person can easily take advantage of you. The third move, the Blood Dragons are ass cheeks, bro. Like the Blood Dragons literally, like even if they hit, not all of them will hit since each Blood Dragon knocks you back. So it will never do the full damage unless like they're stunned. Like they're literally stunned, like where they, even if they get pushed, they won't move at all. Then Shinobi has a nice mode though. I can't even cap. That's probably what pushed it to an A. Is like the Blood Tails doing like 6k, and then like that 30, and then the the massive AoE Blood Burst. That's the only reason that I think that it really got far, in my opinion. That one, I'm pretty sure that's lava. It might be Scorch, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure that's lava or Scorch, so I'm gonna come back to it. We're gonna do mud. Mud is easily high B tier, low A tier, but for now I'm going for the B tier. What's it called? Mud has some nice infinite stuns and all that. Definitely has the potential and stuff to be greater than it currently is. But I don't really think that it can compete with any of the like, you know, Genkais on A tier because of like just the fact that it doesn't have a mode, or that the it doesn't do that much damage and all that. But it's still like it's still a pretty good Genkai in my opinion. So don't really think that it deserves anything lower than a C. I mean a B, but it doesn't really deserve any like an A. It's just an overall nice Genkai. Not really much I can say about it since I don't really use mud, but it's just nice, right? Next we have Namikaze. It's just S tier. Like I can't even cap, right? With Namikaze, like you have so much combat potential that you literally have a move that TPs you to them, which pretty much gives you free damage. Then you have another move, right, that teleports you behind them, and you know how much of a geek I am when it comes to move that teleports behind you and all that. And then and then you have the third move, which is Time Stop, which has like, it's just a massive AoE that stops all jutsu from coming in and all that. So like there's not much. And then like you have the Z move that can literally, it's like a free auto dodge in a sense that you'll never that you know will never get caught. You'll never get caught lacking with Namikaze if you know how to use it properly. You'll never get caught lacking with Namikaze. But like, I still think that there are some things that could be a little bit better about it, but not that much. So it's like S for now. Nara is goated at 1v1, so I'll put it at A. And I know that Nara's getting a mode soon, so like it's definitely well deserved. Like the shadow stitching, like literally will go after you. It will go after you. They will not give you a chance to come back and all that. But with everything, thinking about it, like Nara is just busted in my opinion. Not much that I can really say about the Genkai outside of like, you know, what I've seen other people do with it. Other like skilled people. Like in a 1v1, a Nara can pretty much infinite stun you. Cause like the shadow stitch that goes after you, that's a stun. All their moves are a stun, and I can't wait to see what they do with the mode, which will be low-key clean to see and all that. Next we have Obito Sharingan. Ooh, this one, it got a few updates. It got a few new buffs and all. So S or A? I'm gonna put it at S because this is still good. Like especially with like the new Q and C. Like it's, even though it's a trolley Genkai, it's still overall good in the aspect that like, you know, it can combo very well with other things. Especially the Kamuis, bro. Oh my goodness. Sending them to another dimension for like a good 3 seconds. Literally giving you time to like heal up or even pop your mode. Then you have the, what's it called? The actual Kamui that sucks them in and then stuns them after they come out. That's even more busted because the fact is, if you time it properly, you can hit them even before they come out. Next, we have the third move, which is Intangibility. Even though it's like stamina, takes away stamina, you can easily get your stamina back, bro. It's not even that hard. But it's just still like a busted Genkai. Next, we have Paper. I don't even need to talk. S. It's literally S. No discussion. It could low-key be SS, depending on who uses it. But it's S. Again, all these have the ability to go to SS depending on who uses it, right? Itachi just busted for no reason. It got a nerf, like, though, that it, like, if it was before like the nerf, I don't think anything could, you know, go along with it. But with like, it did need the nerf, so I can understand why. But Paper is definitely S. Oh, Renagon S, like mid S though, not even high S. So it's just like busted. But I would definitely recommend if you were someone that would what's it called? That were to get Renagon. The best way you could probably attack a person is your second move is probably your best move because like it can drag someone to you and then like you can easily get them in an M1 combo. Like Renagon still has a lot of potential, so it could probably be high S, but just not that great with all the nerfs that was added to it, which were needed, but not that great. I finally figured out that this is Lava. Lava's D. I'm not really gonna talk about it. Not even Lava's D, bro, because it only has one good move, and that's Lava Floor. The Lava Floor low-key makes it a C, but it's D. Not much I can really say to it. It's just D. Nothing really special about it. Next we have Sand. Sand is low-key busted. Sand Combat is one of the nastiest M1 combos I've ever seen in the entire game. I don't know why people don't use Sand Combat more. Like, bro, I've seen some people in CC use Sand Combat and Iron Sand together. You mix these two clans right here as that's the only combo that I can genuinely think that can go after, what's it called? Itachi Mangekyo. I still think that, like, bro, like, the double stack, like, because, like, the thing with sand combat is that, like, it won't knock you back far enough so that you'll still be in the iron sand range, and then you'll just get infinite stunned. And the worst thing is you can easily pop out, like, a fireball with, like, its low hand signs. You can pop that out for an easy 30k plus damage. Next we have Sarutobi. I don't know why people don't think that this clan is ass. They're literal knockback gods, and then you literally have the Z move, which is what's it called, Monk, like a shadow clone that's on crack. It has buffed HP. It can use taijutsu move to a proper extent, and it teleports to the person. So like that's an easy, like, you know, cancellation of jutsu if it's used properly. Then you have the Q move, which is the stab that literally knocks back, and if you stun them in place, they literally get stunned there forever. Like, it does 14k per hit, I mind you. So imagine if you stun them in place, and all of those hit. That's a lot of HP gone. Next we have Scorch. Scorch is an A tier Genkai only because of Scorch Balls. Scorch Balls literally render any close range fire useless, in the aspect that, like, if they want to get close, they have to get rid of your Scorch Balls. And the only way to that is to, like, pop a Shadow Clone right in front, which is kind of hard to do depending, like, what's your combo based off and all that. But it's also to the fact that, like, you know, you will get hit. Even if you use something like Demon Sub to teleport to them, you'll still get hit, which is like a trade-off, and they can easily pop it off right after. It has such a low cooldown, and it has no drawback, taking no stamina, no chakra, no mode, no nothing. Senju's A tier, not S. It's a utility clan, so it makes sense. So, like, in its best light, Senju doesn't do that much damage. The auto track is good. I would low-key put Senju at B, but if we're looking at it, like, it's good in... It's good. It's great in 1v1s, but it's better in, like, team settings. Like, you can... Like, the third move is kind of plays against you if you don't know what you're doing, but... It just depends. Oh, Sharingan. S. Nothing to say. All the Sharingans would be on S because of the Susanoo and then the stupid combos, especially after Stage 6 came out. Shirogane is A, definitely. After everything, looking at it, like, it literally has... It has a move like the Senju Golem, but that's one of its moves. So, like, imagine if this gets a mode. Oh my god. Storm is busted. It's definitely A. Like, people... I know that some people are able to, like, over 80k with one of the moves if it's used properly. Uzumaki with its new buffs is ass. No questions about it. You could low-key, like, do so many combos that can literally one-shot you if you know how to use Uzumaki properly. Regular wood is ass, so I'll put it at C. It's still good because, like, that nice stun and, like, the, what's it called? The wood multi-strike is better than the Senju one. So that's why. Yuki, I know that a lot of people hate on Yuki, but, like, people don't realize that Yuki got a buff and it's getting a mode soon. In 1v1s, Yuki is really not that bad. Like, Yuki can low-key infinite stun. Like, I hope you know, like, it has one of the best dragon tracking moves. It's way better than the Shinorke one in the aspect that was... Well, it's B, not A, my bad. In the aspect that it can, what's it called? If one dragon hits, all of them will, since, like, each dragon stun. So, if you were to use Yuki Ice, and then the Sarutobi Q, you could literally... What's it called? You could easily shred someone's health. So yeah, that's literally my tier list. Comment down below what you think about it. Like, I really think that this is a nice tier list. I think that it represents my opinion well. And I talked about each and every single one of these clans to the extent that I wanted. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.